Welcome to Talking Pictures, your weekly vidcast for movie news. I'm your host, Aaron Channon. So I saw Water for Elephants this weekend. It was pretty terrible, the worst movie I've seen since Dreamgirls at least. But the movie is always worse than the book, am I right? No, actually, I'm not. There are tons of movies that are better than the book. Psycho comes to mind. But that's beside the point. People tend to assess the success of a movie adaptation by its fidelity to the source material. I've talked to several Vox staffers who think Water for Elephants was good because it was a faithful translation of the story from print to screen. Or conversely, they refuse to see the movie because they love the book so much and assume that the movie will disappoint them. I understand why people think that a movie should be like the book. They have the same title after all. But the author of the novel, Sarah Gruen, was not part of the Water for Elephants crew. She did not write the screenplay, direct the movie, or have a bit part as a clown. The suggestion that the movie be the same as the book is ludicrous, because it says the filmmakers have no creative agency in the movie process. If Stanley Kubrick hadn't thrown Stephen King's ridiculous novel out the window and made The Shining with his own sensibilities, it would have been far worse. Not to get too inside baseball on this, but film theorist Robert Stamm has an article in which he addresses the subject of adapting movies. In it, he makes the point that John Ford's version of The Grapes of Wrath is a pretty quote-unquote faithful translation of John Steinbeck's classic novel, and John Ford is a pretty straightforward director. Even so, if four more similar directors had adapted The Grapes of Wrath, you'd have 5 very different movies. This is because, surprise, movies are as much a creation as books, if not more. There are scores of creative minds involved in making a movie, so it is natural that they would have their own creative vision. When I say that Water for Elephants, the movie, was bad, I don't mean to say that I love the book and the movie disappointed. I didn't like the book, but by comparison, the movie makes it look like a Pulitzer Prize winner. The movie is bad because it's bad, not because the characters in it don't match those in the book or that half the plot was cut. It's bad because the actors are awful, the plot is rushed, and, at the end of it, it's a circus movie without a hint of fun. Movies and books are different entities, and they can both be bad for their own reasons. With Talking Pictures, this is Aaron Channon.